because we have more from Colbert and AOC. And I'm sorry, there's a lot of important things we can talk about, but making fun of AOC is fun.
It's fun.
And look, I try not to be overtly just like, haha, let's mock her for the sake of mocking her. She went on Stephen Colbert's show to millions of people, strung together a bunch of history words that made no sense with a straight face. And it's laughably absurd that she would be asked if she would be president after saying something so nonsensical. But, Seamus pointed out, it's a Chad move to go on TV and just be like, Abraham Lincoln, he was a Capricorn. And, Winston Churchill, they were cousins.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, separate. And it's like making, like,
Stephen Colbert's like, will you be my president?
Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah. Joan of Arc? Yeah. That's Lincoln's mom.
That's pretty cool.
For sure. Let me play you this clip.
Joan of Arc was Noah's wife. Haven't you seen
Noah's wife?
Yeah.
Let me play this clip for you because it's going to make you laugh. So Colbert basically answers a ton of questions for AOC on her behalf. And then she says this.
What action would you like to see the Congress take?
Well, I think history really informs a lot.
Can you turn this up?
Does it inform you?
Let me start over.
Of abortion.
Can you up in the
return to the people?
and big in the volume?
Well, I think history really informs a lot, and it gives us lessons here. Because this is not the first time that this has happened. In the 1800s, the Supreme Court was taken over by the Confederate South and was starting to rule in ways that limited Abraham Lincoln, for example. In the Dred Scott ruling, they ruled that Black Americans are not and can never be full citizens of the United States. And what did Abraham Lincoln do? He signed the Emancipation Proclamation.
I thought she was going to say he packed the court.
During Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
She just strung a bunch of words together. All right, let me break it down for you, everybody. The Supreme Court was not taken over by the Confederacy because the Confederacy was not a part of the Union. They did not rule in ways that impeded Abraham Lincoln because Abraham Lincoln became president after secession. Dred Scott this is the one thing she got right, a ruling that said citizenship was not for descendants, for people of African descent. But Dred Scott happened 4 years before Abraham Lincoln became president. And Abraham Lincoln did not issue the Emancipation Proclamation in response to Dred Scott. The Emancipation Proclamation was issued 2 years after he became president, 6 years after Dred Scott, and has nothing to do with citizenship at all. It was the 14th Amendment that came about after the Civil War that answered the question of citizenship. AOC went on Colbert and just said a bunch of Civil War era words at the same time with confidence. I gotta admit, Seamus, you're right.
It was Chad.
Mega Chad.
She's like, when Abraham Lincoln first signed Roe v. Wade into law, it was to free women from slavery.
Oh my gosh.
Because the Confederates had invaded the Supreme Court and Abraham Lincoln had no choice but to build an ark and take 2 of each animal.
What the heck is going on?
Yeah,
what I think she meant was, I'm going to do one of these things.
Come on, man.
Before